Okay, hello. Runner should be getting started any second now. Go ahead and get that moving. Alright, race has starts, just waiting on SpeedGaming to catch up. And we'll get this show on the road. Alright, countdown has started. Anyway, we have a really good race today. We have Elite Spud versus Afroman. Very close race. Runners have PBs about a minute apart. So we're going to see great race now. We not hearing audio, or is that just me? Now it looks like we don't have audio right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have audio controls for either runner, so looks like there's no audio right now. Sent a message in the Discord. Hopefully that can get resolved. Otherwise, this race is going to be just my voice. Anyway, runners are in the anteroom. So we got the first double here with 2 gold ghosts. Very nice. Both runners get it. Afroman with a very quick setup. Very clean anteroom for both runners. Afroman got a little bit on the faster end. But so far, so good for both runners. Alright, so these garbage can doubles look a little tricky, but it isn't too hard to push those garbage can ghosts. They're surprisingly, if you're in the right position. So yeah, Afroman's got an early lead, but it's only Area 1. Just going with the slightly more efficient movement, suck-ups, and all that. But anything can happen. Not enough that a mistake here or there will not cost either runner. Try not to commentator's curse by talking too much. So first portrait ghost, runners are positioning themselves right behind Neville in the perfect position that keeps Neville visible, but will also attach onto him the moment his heart is active. Also set up for the top left corner, which is probably the best place to do the suck up and get to the chest quickly. The master bedroom a little laggy, so you'll see that the runners aren't turning their flashlights on there. At least Spud did not. Pretty sure Afroman didn't either. But yeah, this is one of the rooms that just happens to have a lot of lag in it, so whatever lag reduction measure you can take. So we're already heading into the end of Area 1. Afroman setting up. Both runners setting up the Laser Crusade. Very, very clean for both, it looks like. Didn't want a commentator's curse that badly, but no, very, very clean. Laser Crusades. Skipping that text box. So I believe both runners go for Chauncey 1 cycle. So we're gonna hope for either both get it or neither get it, especially for a race with as close a potential as this one. Having that 30-second gap right at the start of the bat due to timing of this time 1 frame will hurt. All right, so dodging the rocking horses. It's always right and left. Okay, so neither runner got it. Afroman was too late and Spud was too early. So we will have an even Area 1 matchup here. But now that Chauncey's in Phase 2... Ooh, Afroman actually got hit by the rocking horse. I mean, it was under damage frames, so he didn't actually take damage, but he did get hit. With Chauncey still doing its little dance after hitting you, which I believe does cost a bit of time. Spud having a little trouble with that ball catch, just a little out of position. So Afro with a 6:03 key, and Spud with a 6:08. So we only have a 5-second gap out of Area 1, so this is still anyone's race. We got to see what happens in Area 2 now. Oh, anyway, I did try to get attention about the audio, but it looks like nothing yet. So we still got double silence going on here. Unfortunately. Alright, so anyway, on to Area 2. Couple things we gotta look out for are Shy Guys, whether either runner gets early release or not, and then Boo RNG, at least for the next 7 minutes of this run, roughly. So yeah, runners pointing their flashlights up, preventing scares. Got a nice grabber double in the bathroom. Right now, it looks like the game audio isn't working for either runner at the moment. I don't even have music, so I don't even know that was going on. Afro going for 6-piece here. But on the other hand, going for doubles. Looks like Afroman got the 6-piece. Yeah, no, I'm checking audio right now. Unfortunately, it's not connected for either runner for whichever reason. So I guess it's still music. No, apologies, I was focused on the, see if I can get attention over the audio, but I didn't see if runners got early release or not. Given the gap, it looks like Afroman did and Spud did not, unless there were Shy Guy shenanigans. Gotcha. See, it looks like there's about a 19-20 second gap between the runners now, so we have the early release difference and just a widening gap between the two runners. Yeah, this audio issue is unfortunate right now. Not able to really get attention at the moment, apparently. Alright, so Afroman has a bump in the tablecloth, so there's a chance the boo is in there, but he will be going for tech skip just to see. And the boo is not under the tablecloth, so he will be able to get tech skip here. So RNG treating him nicely so far. Spud does not have a bump in the tablecloth, so basically a guaranteed setup here. So just slightly better Boo RNG, although not materially different. So getting left drawer versus middle for Afro. Slight misread on Spud's side. And it can be a little weird sometimes. But it looks like they got similar RNG overall. Or at least not significantly different. Alright, 5 boos in hand. Afroman will head on to the washroom and then onto the mirror room. See if sort of similar RNG for these two. Yeah, it looks like the two runners had very similar boo RNG overall. Afroman getting hit in the hallway, which unfortunately did lead to a ghost spawning, which that can happen occasionally if you get hit. Because it does change where Luigi's facing. That's always unfortunate, too, because the mice in the hallway can just sometimes be in the worst possible locations and just not cooperate. Sometimes they just happen to get perfectly in the way while you're walking. Afro with a really fast release there on the grabber. Very nice. Yeah, very nice mirror room from Afro. Quick boost on 2. Oh no, the heart. Oh no. Heart perfectly in the way there and auto-locking onto Luigi. Yeah, that definitely hurts. So Afro forced to get that boo in area 3. And possibly having a not ideal Butler cycle. But however, walking home with the fire warp. Alright. So now the gaps between the runners are going to be a little bit, not immediately noticeable. Yeah, no, Afro's getting not a great cycle. Just due to the nature of Afroman missing a boo. Alright, so while the butler is taking his way to the butler's room, we'll take our opportunity to open the laundry room, which is technically an optional room, but there's no reason not to clear it while we're waiting for Butler to take a nice waltz over to his room. Very solid chess cutscene skip. But yeah, just naturally in any percent routing for this game, that's, you know, not going out of bounds. You do have to do at least one optional room. If you do all the required rooms, you'll end up with 19 boos. However, we also do hidden room because it's also a very quick room to do. Can't always gotta take into account boo health too. The boos in area 2 are much lower health than the ones in area 4. And that time does add up. Plus you get to take advantage of the tech skip, which is just more time save. So it's stuff that works out. But having a little trouble getting the boo find in Butler. It looks like there was a very awkward move. Slight early click on the chest so it didn't quite open. Alright, yeah, just need to take that a little safe because somehow one of those ghosts dodged a fire. Oh, the boo is on the right side. How unfortunate. Hidden room's an awkward room to find the boo in if you don't get it first try. Reading the boo radar could be a little bit weird, and the bomb covers a lot of the area. So if you do get the bomb, kind of creates a whole no man's land area, causing problems. So without hearing the song, I wonder what kind of what song Afroman will receive from Melody. I think you can tell by the animation. I think this is water, but I could be way wrong. We're gonna find out. I was correct. I guess you can tell by the animation. Or I just got lucky. We'll find out. Really weird sheet movement there. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, I think that's Super Mario Bros. 3 on Spud's side. Let's find out. Yeah, okay. You can tell by the animation. Notes taken. Oh, that's an interesting way of doing that. That might actually be really good. Kind of like that strat. Alright, so I got... Alright. She got the boo, not the fake on that side, so nice. Oh no, that key went flying. Oh no, Afroman doesn't have fire. Uh-oh. So now he's got to improv this room a bit. Alright, that worked. But didn't see if he ran out of fire beforehand or ran out of it right before the ghost spawned. Good RNG. Nope. We got the fake and the dishwasher. Very unfortunate. Meanwhile... Ooh, aiming high there for whichever reason it looked like. So they both got right side RNG. It looks like both runners were getting similar RNG, although Spud was having a little trouble in Butler's and Hidden Room, costing her some time. Alright, both runners are plant waterers. We appreciate treating the plants nicely in the mansion. Alright, very clean double setup there. And nice, nice Boneyard. That's the room name, right? Boneyard? I don't know why I'm second guessing that one. I usually know what all the room names are. So honestly, we're getting into this, and there's not a huge gap between the runners right now. And like even visually, there's not too big of a gap, but it's even smaller just due to the fact that Afroman needs to get another boo. So this is still a very close race. Anything can very much happen in the next two areas, so do not blink. Alright, nice one cycle for Afroman. Looked like he had pretty good control the entire time. So we got a 2203 key. Oh boy. Alright, there you go. It was looking a little scary there, but Spud locked down and made sure to get control. So yeah, it looks like we've only got about a 20-second gap here, not including the boo that Afroman has to get. So honestly, this is a really close race. This gap might be less than 5 seconds between the two runners. Which is crazy thinking about. Yeah, I'm thinking either like it could, I don't know exactly how long it might take, and even if like it's really bad RNG, like it could be 5 seconds to either runner. We'll just have to see when Area 3 happens. And a lot can go wrong in Area 3 too. It's a pretty luck-heavy area compared to the rest of the game. For a lot of people, Area 3 is their least favorite area, just because of so much silly garbage that can happen. And we haven't approached the really difficult execution stuff that Area 4 has for us. But still, anything can happen. Afroman did suffer a few shenanigans in Area 2, but this race is still anyone's. Alright, so we got Mario in the painting. Surprise. That well honestly looked just really fast from Afroman. Just looked so clean. Now we've got a birdhouse knocker rather than a vacuumer. I actually don't know like how big of a difference it is because I used to knock it too. But everyone seems to call you out for doing that. Oh, they're both knocking. I really don't know how big the difference is. Well, unfortunately, can't hear the jingle, but Afroman did get the water shot through the floor. Afroman not setting up the tech skip here, opting to do the clean suck up strat. Basically, if you point your vacuum up all the way up, and as long as you're holding up when you're trying to catch the ghost, you'll get it every time. In the meantime, while Spud did the tech skip setup, I had to maneuver around the plate to get the ghost. Alright, so Spud getting the bucket and opting to grab it before it moves, which is a great idea. And the tech skip and the ice metal. Very nice. Definitely good playing from Spud to capitalize on getting the bucket right off the bat and making sure not to grab the ice metal while catching the boo. A lot can go wrong there. So definitely well played. Alright, it's time for everyone's favorite ghost, Nana. Afroman making it look super easy. And taking advantage of catching Petunia first to keep the pearls from spawning. As long as you leave medium pearls or large pearls from another room, they won't spawn on the next portrait ghost. I'm forgetting left side RNG there. A little unfortunate. Spud is checking left side there just in case. Not a bad play. Spud opting to just catch the boo rather than grab the key in the middle. Honestly, I think that was a good idea just to avoid pearl shenanigans. Because there was a good chance if you tried to do that, you'd be dealing with pearl shenanigans. I've been slightly struggling with the candles, but nothing too crazy. Still in a good position to spawn both ghosts, so nothing. No issue there. Really struggling with that one candle. Oh no. We've got some Astral Hall candle fun going on. Oh, slight misread there. This room is very difficult to read because there's 7 objects all in very close proximity of each other, making Boo Radar reading very, very difficult and finicky. Looks like he's got it. Very nice, with a 29-21 moonshot. Also, we're at about the halfway point of this run right now, and I like to point out that both runners are in the same room. We are having a very close race here. And again, like, despite any gap you might see here, MrAfroman's still missing a boost. The gap is even closer than you think. Like, this is definitely the race to see right now. Right, we have a 29.51 moonshot from Spud, so 30 seconds minus the missing boo. Alright, so now with the star in hand and keys to the 2 backtracking spots in Area 3, it's time to backtrack to those spots. Starting with the Area 2 backtrack to obtain the glove. I believe it's the glove, yeah. I never really remember whether it's the glove or the shoe, but now that the glove save warp is a thing, kind of helps me remember. Alright, setting up triples with using very specific setups to react to the fact that the ghosts are completely invisible. Your only real way to tell is using shadows with the projector. MrAfroman opting not to go for funny text and just making sure he has the glove in hand. It is slightly slower than funny text because you do have to watch the first half of the grab animation, whereas you can skip the entire animation, but it's a lot safer. You gotta follow. Oh no, the boo escaped! Oh no! I've never actually seen that boo bolt out of the room that quickly. That is crazy. That boo usually cooperates. That is so unfortunate. So anyway, that time loss hurts. Yeah, not worth saving. I would have grabbed the fire, though. Not really sure why she opted against that one. But you spend less time maneuvering around the fireplace here. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter when you get bad RNG. Wow, that's really bad RNG. Chair and lamp. Oh my lord. That is some rare bad luck there. And long text to add insult to injury. Alright, so now the twins suck up. No twins double from MrAfroman. It's a pretty difficult strat, requiring a lot of very specific setups, so not likely you're going to see it from these runners. Anyway, going for Henry first, because it's a lot easier to get hit by Henry over Orville. Although you can get hit by Orville during the suck-up, it happens. Sometimes Orville picks the perfect place to dive bomb you. Or just happen to drop a bomb on perfect timing and you just get weirdly dragged at the perfectly bad time. It knocks you right into the bomb explosion. Alright, yeah, grabbing those pearls, good idea. Those are really fast pumps, felt like. Looked like she was pumping on like 8 or 9 rather than 10. Not really a big deal until the health gets high. Really rough RNG for Afroman on the master bedroom. And clean tech skip. So Afroman will be heading on to Clairvoya. But getting the boo first. Which totally makes sense. So getting a lot better RNG here. But okay, yep, working out. And getting Van Gore text to add insult to injury. Truly do hate to see it. And it's looking like the gap between both runners is only a few seconds. So we're going to be watching both runners talking to Clairvoya for about 90 seconds. So anyway, while they're mashing A and B, let's talk about Clairvoya for a bit. She is a funny ghost, knowing that she pretty much lets you get the suck up, and because she wants to go back into the painting when her work's done. As a matter of fact, she doesn't actually resist the vacuum at all, and the game automatically does damage. So if you just hold R, the game basically treats it like you're pulling back. So if you just hold R and go neutral on the control stick, her health just goes down naturally. You can just do the whole suck up holding R and not doing anything else. Now, of course, that's slow. So obviously speedrunners don't do that. But also, you do run the risk of getting hit by a poison mushroom doing that. Because if you spend too long catching a ghost, they'll drop a poison mushroom. I believe that's not specific to portrait ghosts. It's just very unlikely for any other ghost because just the health difference. I know garbage can ghosts can drop poison mushrooms when you catch them. Spot having to chase that boo to keep it from bolting out of the room, because this boo likes to bolt out of the room. So yeah, 37-18 versus 37-23. The gap is back to 5 seconds between both runners. Everything in Area 2 and 3 has been a wash so far. So... oh yeah, Afroman did get the boot first. That's what the deal was. So yeah, this is truly the game where anything can happen. Like it is kind of nuts how close this run is. So let's keep cheering on both runners. They are doing great right now, even with all the weird stuff occurring. Spawn really struggling to spawn the water elementals there, unfortunately. So Afroman holding out the vacuum while moving back. That's to prevent the last garbage can ghost from spawning. And that's primarily to get a more consistent spawn there. I'm not actually sure why she went for the freeze there. She had plenty of time. But always better safe than sorry. Chest glitch! Yeah, you hate to see chest glitch trying to do this trick. Looks like she grabbed the key, even though it doesn't look like it. Yep. Alright, so on to Boolossus. Does require a bit of cooperation with the boss, and by that I mean the boss cooperating with the runner. But definitely can get 1 cycles even cleaning up. So let's pray to see a 1 cycle from both runners. I mean, and not even with Boo's cooperating, but you also have the ice elemental ghosts that spawn from the statues immediately. Because they spawn immediately, they start moving during the cutscene, and they can just go wherever they please, including off the map. Luckily, the ice elemental ghosts cooperate with MrAfroman there. Spud doing a mirrored setup compared to most runners, which is cool to see. It's like 3 ghosts remain. Getting those ice shots, very nice cleanup. Wow. Those are some good snipes. You love to see it. And Spud with an excellent cleanup there. That is... Those are some very nice Boolossus fights for both runners. Shoutouts to MrAfroman with those ice elemental snipes. Those lineups are not as obvious as they look. Yeah, Spud's a PAL runner. Shoutouts to PAL runners. PAL is such a interesting category. There's a lot of fun shenanigans going on there. But you know, it is funny how, like, even in PAL, like, runners will do it mirrored, even though, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't really matter. But it's just in the spirit of PAL because the mansion's mirrored. So yeah, a 9-second gap going into Area 4. That is... one thing can happen to change the course of this race. So again, cheers for both runners for a nice Area 4. We're seeing some great stuff going on here. This is definitely the race to see right now. So it's unfortunate that audio was an issue here. Alright, so walking up to Blackout. So a couple fun facts about the Blackout is that the game is like in a different state, obviously, during the Blackout, where there's unique ghost spawns. There are unique ghost spawns for both the sitting room and Supi's room, the guest bedroom, even though you don't normally have access to those rooms until way later in Area 4. So, potentially plan to have the access to those rooms earlier in the game. If you use a code to unlock all the doors, you obviously can access those rooms, but other most of the other rooms that occur after Blackout don't have ghost layouts in them, so they lay dormant. That said, if you attempt to spawn Jarvis during the Blackout, you crash the game. Same thing if you attempt to go into King Boo's bloating zone. So just random facts as the runners walk toward Uncle Grimly, who has a random chance of deciding to show his heart. Hopefully, and very fast Grimly for MrAfroman. Very nice. Very fast for both runners. You love to see it. You truly love to see this right now. with such a small gap between the runners, both getting very fast Grimleys is just beautiful. This is truly amazing. All right, so we do have a potential to see a route difference here. Seeing if the runners will go for Breaker Boo, a Boo with 200 health. Meaning you have to do some fun little extra to get the one cycle. Because the only direction this Boo will go into is the hallway to the left, which is very slow to get to. Anyway, Afroman will not be doing Breaker Boo. However, Spud will be going for it. Afroman struggling with the double there, unfortunately. Alright, didn't get the charge, unfortunately. Again, doing looks like really fast pumps. We'll see, though. Yeah, no. Not quite. I didn't see if there were any double tackles there, but it did seem like the pumps were a little fast. Afroman, however, not getting Cellar Boo. Cellar Boo not really cooperating and getting really far out from Afroman's position. Probably forcing a lot of double cackles. However, Spud does get Cellar Boo cleanly, so both runners need to finish off a Boo that they're missing. So neither runner can, well, they can, but they probably shouldn't save warp out of Armory. For those who don't know, if you quit the game, all Boos will go back to their original location and their health will reset. However, if you never leave the mansion, the Boos will stay wherever they decide to hide, with whatever health they had left over. Now, I did not see if Spud checked to see if Breaker Boo went back to Breaker Room. I'm assuming she did. In which case, the Boo moved to Pipe Room. Yeah, I figure there's no reason not to. That makes sense to me. So yeah, so the Boo went to Pipe Room, which means she has to spend time clearing the Pipe Room, which is not a required room. And there's other issues alongside that, because you can spawn Pipe Boo instead. Yeah, that was an unfortunate soldier double attempt. They just were not cooperating with Afroman direction-wise. But cleans it up and heads his way onto roof. So Spud here actually getting a lot of damage on green before even getting her vacuum on blue. That is risky because the game does give you a lot of time, but if you leave the toy soldier like that, they will despawn and reset. But I don't know if that was intentional, but you can do that as a means to avoid breaking off. Obviously a little slower because you're not getting damage on both at the same time, but still faster than doing singles. So, like I said, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but okay, didn't get the fire on one of them. But got the double at least and didn't get punched. More importantly, just didn't get punched, because that is significantly worse than bonking. Luckily, the two ghosts stayed together to make the double not too crazy. And also, if you get punched, one of them respawn, or despawns rather, and you have to wait for it to respawn and then keep the ghost together, then you have to keep the other one busy. more likely you're just getting singles at that point. All right, Afroman doing the triple strat here. There are multiple strats. There's a quad strat and a 5-piece strat. But unfortunately getting hit by the mace on the armor, which can happen. You have to position yourself very specifically to avoid getting hit by the mace. All right, Afroman getting decent RNG here, but oddly positioned to and couldn't get the charge immediately. But it looks like he still set that up pretty decently to avoid double cackles. Spud also doing the triple here and getting it. Very nice for Afroman. Similar RNG. Unfortunately, it was the fake. So Lead Spud's got to do the walk of... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say she had to do the walk of shame, but she did not because the other spot was right there. Worked out. Let's see. Okay, yep, got it. Very nice. Luckily, the Boo came back to this room. Although, I didn't see if Afroman got the fake in this room beforehand. If you get the fake beforehand, you'll know if the Boo is in that room. Otherwise, you have to check for the fake, which it really hurts if that's the case, because you don't know if the Boo went to Weston's room or went back to the cellar. Just being a little bit annoying for Spud there. So anyway, Spud's going to need to clear this room. Struggling a little there. Still struggling. Hopefully, now despawn the white grabber. So praying that she gets Breaker Boo here and not, or gets the fake. Okay, yes, it's Breaker Boo. Luckily, not Pipe Boo. Pipe Boo is like double unfortunate because it is the slowest Boo in the game. Even though you can just spam the R trigger to knock the 15 cackles ASAP, that Boo still takes forever to leave the room because it's so slow. Still wonder why that Boo is so unbelievably slow. The world may never know. Well, you know, apparently you could never knock the method of game design that's just really funny. So that might fall under the really funny part of game design. After making a very clean Weston Boo 1 cycle. Very nice. Unfortunately, went to the gallery and did not go to the hidden mansion. Slight misclick of the control stick. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I feel like that's not the first time this has happened. Alright, yeah, Spuds looks like she has a setup here. Still pumping kinda on the quick side, it looked like. And got that double cackle at the end, it looks like. And it went right. Alright. And a long text. Hate to see it. So now there's a bit of a gap between the two runners, although bear in mind that Spud has 40 boos while Afroman has 39 and needs to get Weston Boo. Weston Boo has to get Van Gore Boo. With that in mind, I do believe MrAfroman still has a solid lead here at the moment. Although I could be wrong. You have to add, I want to say, roughly 35 to... got punched by the purple punchers. They are... telling you, the purple punchers are so annoying. Almost getting punched again. They're just not cooperating. Holy moly. Wow. That is so unfortunate. Yeah, this is huge for Spud. Wow. Alright, luckily the blue twirler's cooperating. Yeah, we might not know until we leave this room and go to King Boo. This is kind of crazy now. Oh, but not getting the golden triple there. Oh, the insta flash on the garbage can goes. Alright, Spud getting the triple at least, although they spread weirdly. Pretty fast suck up there for the twirlers. She's not in a great position for the grabbers, though. Oh, but played that out so well. Very nice. That was a potentially questionable position to be in. Alright, getting that boo immediately. This really is going to come down to King Boo. Oh yeah, walking over that banana peel during the suck-up animation to get it out of the way. You can't take damage while a suck-up animation is happening, so you can take advantage of that. Yeah, this is honestly, like, really close to tied. Looks like MrAfroman has a very small lead. Very small. This is down to seconds. Yeah, 53 into the hallway. Yeah. Yep, exactly 10 seconds. It's alright, this is down to King Boo. I would like to not say anything to avoid a commentator's curse, so let's just pray for both runners to get a nice and clean King Boo. I already commentator's curse, didn't I? Ignore I said anything. I don't want to say anything else. Find out what happens. Hope you're not missing this fantastic race we have here. Fellas, it is time for King Boo. At this skill level, I imagine most runners are not, that King Boo 1 cycle is not even a factor here, so we're going for a King Boo 2 cycle. Which means vacuum cleanly on King Boo for the entire cycle. For at least a good 95% of it, I'd say. And good pumps after the third ice shot. MrAfroman going for an insta shot here. And getting it. Very nice. Elite Spud setting up the insta shot. King Boo going sky high, but it looks like it started to cooperate. 242. It's looking good. Spud, I noticed, looks like kind of messed up the setup. And the King Boo loses grip. Very awkward position. 276. Ouch. That's looking a little dicey for a 2-cycle, unfortunately. Oh, went for that fancy insta-shot, but didn't quite get it. And that is game with a 59-41 from Afroman. Anyway, so I'm going for the fast 3 here due to the unfortunate first cycle. Good idea. Taking... Let's see. Spud head on over to the end of this race. And yep, that is a 1 hour 18 finish for Spud. That is, fellas, that is about a little under a 40-second difference between the two runners, with a difference between 2 and 3 cycle King Boo. What is up?
Hello.
Hello.
What is up?
Hopefully I marked both runners as done so Spud can show up soon. Anyway, I'll make more comments when both runners are in, but... So... Oh, she's on her way.
She's on her way.
Hello.
Hello.
GG's.
GG.
I can't
Guys,
believe that
what
was
race.
that was so close.
I
And
feel like it shouldn't have been that close.
Hey, honestly, like
you know what? You're gonna be seeing a lot of just like memes happening on my end because I just like fumbled a bunch of spots that you would have never seen in a speedrun.
Same. I had Projector Boo get away from me.
Yeah, we had the Projector Boo getaway, and we had a Mirror Boo getaway. We had auto lock on a hidden heart behind the chest.
Yeah, auto lock on the heart in mirror room. Couldn't skip the. Had to go back for him.
So I mean, honestly, between like there were some shenanigans, but honestly, it was evenly spread and few and far enough between that. For all intents and purposes, like even with that stuff, you guys kept it together. Like didn't let it get to your head. You just kind of stepped in. It's like, all right, gotta keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure it was intense the whole way through.
That was like very I just feel like I'm suffering because of how intense that was.
I was checking in occasionally. And,
so
like we were close, but yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the funniest thing was entering gallery on the last like enter.
Yeah, that was just one of the many weird shenanigans happening, but
my brain glitched. I hit up instead of down.
Yeah,
to be honest,
last year.
Yeah, I feel like it's happened it happens to everyone, so luckily like it didn't cost you that much time, only a few seconds. Like
yeah,
for all the weird stuff that could happen, I mean, like it could have been a lot worse. I mean, oh yeah, there was also a lost Cellar Boo on one end and a lost Breaker Boo on the other. So just like I said, it was mostly like whatever weird stuff happened, it was even between the both of you.
God, I got shafted on RNG like the whole run. I had so many second try boos, and then I got like a perfect Grimly. It was like one way or the other. It was weird.
Yeah, same.
So you guys are about 10-20 seconds apart going into area 4. You guys had the same exact Grimly, literally like 1 second, both of you. Yeah. That was so hype. Like I was mentioned, so there was a 5-second gap out of area 1 in between all the stuff between areas 2 and 3. It was 5 seconds out of Clairvoya. It was the same gap.
Oh wow!
This was definitely one of the greatest races to watch. I'm not kidding. This was the only issue I had is that apparently none of the audio worked. I don't know why. And that's partly on me because I said I was ready and I realized, oh wait, there's no audio.
That's okay.
but I just had to keep yapping. But like
That's the job of a commentator is to yap a lot.
Luckily, the race was fun enough that I could keep yapping.
Well, I'm glad it was very entertaining.
Glad we provide entertainment.
Like I said, I'm sure it was intense on your ends. Because for this round, this was one of the closest races this round. The other one being myself versus Chill Wizard.
Right. Oh yeah, that one.
That was not as close, unfortunately.
No. Well, so
anyway, I'm sure you guys are exhausted.
a little bit, but
yeah, a little bit nervous. Yeah.
What's the standings? Like, what am I going to be facing next time?
So you will be moving on to losers round 4 against Bliss.
Ooh, okay.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah, if I don't drop Mirror Room Boo, I would just like to get like a 58, then that would be okay. But all seriousness, good games.
Yeah,
no,
these races have been great so far. Year, so I'm glad we got to play this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was looking. In Area 4, I was thinking you had the advantage because of like Breaker Boo and stuff, but I'm not sure what happened with that.
Mine got away. I got Soldier Double though, which I don't usually go for, but I thought I needed it.
Yeah.
Like it went the way the seed thought it was gonna go, like slightly in your favor, and it's just like we both got hecked up.
Yeah, definitely.
In our own way.
Yeah, like I said, like Area 4 went all over the place, so it just ended up culminating into a 10-second gap going into King Boo. So that's what it came down to. All right. So I think I've got nothing else to add.
Yeah, if there's like anything else, I think there's a race currently going on with Mac S54 against Null on SpeedGaming 5.
Now, did they manage to find a commentator for it?
It doesn't look like it.
Unfortunately.
It's a big tournament, that happens.
Yeah.
Plus people are on vacation.
True. Yeah, so you got all that fun stuff going on. That's the fun with summer. Everyone's got their summer stuff going on.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, that's all I got.
I've got nothing else to add besides thanks for commentating and thanks for SpeedGaming to hosting.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
And like I said, I hope whoever was watching that I was able to supply the lack of game audio well enough.
Right. No.
So, but yeah. All right, I think I'll wrap this up.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, so rooting for you. Get that 58.
All right. Peace out and have a good night. And head on over to SpeedGaming 5.